Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are strapping on our boots and heading out to the back 40, so to speak. We're tackling the surprisingly complex risks and legal obligations that come with owning vacant land. It's a huge investment, right? And it's not just about, keeping people off your property. It's really about managing significant liability when unauthorized visitors inevitably show up. So our mission today is to give you a shortcut, a clear guide based on our sources on how to proactively protect your assets, protect your investment. We're really focusing on the legal reality that the biggest immediate risk often isn't the broken fence, maybe, but the potentially catastrophic financial liability that trespassers themselves can pose to the landowner.
That's exactly it. That's the core conflict. And it's one that often catches new landowners completely off guard. While trespassing is, clearly defined as a crime, often carrying penalties for the trespasser, the immediate and frankly far bigger concern for you, the property owner, is that liability exposure. We're talking about the risk of a lawsuit if someone, an unauthorized person, gets injured on your land. And sadly, it happens. That inversion is what makes this so critical.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We all kind of get the basics of property rights, but legally speaking, why does the onus fall so heavily on the landowner, even when someone is, actively committing a crime on their property?
Well, what's fascinating here is how the motivation for prevention has sort of shifted over time. It's not just about protecting the physical stuff anymore, the timber, minerals, whatever. The primary driver now is civil liability. You simply cannot afford the risk of a personal injury lawsuit. And judges and juries often sympathize with the injured party,
Yeah.
regardless of their unauthorized status. This is why clarity in prevention, proving you took steps, is your absolute financial priority.
Right. And when we talk about trespassing, we aren't just talking about maybe a hiker wandering off trail once. The sources we looked at detailed some very specific high-risk actions, things that count as common violations and can lead directly to these liability problems. This includes the illegal use of recreational vehicles, so riding ATVs, side-by-side, motorcycles on existing roads, trails, paths.
Good problem.
Yeah. It's also about theft, sometimes high-value theft. Cutting down trees for lumber or illegally harvesting things like ginseng or other, natural resources.
Valuable stuff.
Then there's unauthorized entry into structures, breaking into a cabin, a camper, maybe an RV left on the property.
Creates risks inside, too.
And, of course, the classic violation, hunting or fishing on your property without explicit written permission.
That list really shows the range. But to truly hit home on this liability trap, we have to talk about one of the most dangerous concepts for landowners, the attractive nuisance doctrine.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting and maybe frustrating for landowners listening. This doctrine, it seems to almost contradict the whole idea of private property rights. What exactly is it, and why